Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Network Africa, coming to you live on Channels Television from Lagos. You can get all our top stories and all the programs on our website at channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. We would like our viewers outside of West Africa and indeed around the world to download to go to m.channelstv.com to view us live from their mobile devices. Please download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Well, a state of emergency has been declared in Tunisia and a curfew imposed in that country after a jihadist attack on presidential guard on Tuesday afternoon killed at least 12 people. Well, Tuesday's blast on a main boulevard in the capital underscored Tunisia's vulnerability to Islamist militancy following the gun assaults on a Sousse hotel in June. And of course, the Bado Museum in Tunis March, both claimed by Islamic State. No group has yet claimed responsibility for Tuesday's attack, but Tunisia has increasingly become a target for militants after being hailed as an example of democratic change since its 2011 uprising ousted autocrat Zain Abidine Ben Ali. Well, it is the second time that the government is taking this action. That's the imposing a curfew and a state of emergency after maintaining that state of emergency for 2.5 months, declared after the attack in June.
Tunisia has declared a state of emergency throughout the country and imposed a curfew in the capital Tunis after a jihadist attack on presidential guards on Tuesday afternoon killed at least 12 people. It is the second time that the government has taken this action after maintaining the state of emergency for 2.5 months, declared after the attack on June the 26th that killed 38 foreign tourists on a beach in the coastal town of Sousse. The security forces arrested about 2,000 people and dismantled dozens of alleged jihadist cells, some of them apparently offering help to the attackers. Tuesday's attack was allegedly committed by a suicide bomber who detonated a bomb when a bus carrying presidential security guard was passing the party headquarters of former leader Zain Abidine Ben Ali. Most of the 12 people killed in the attack are the presidential guards. Tuesday's attack is the third jihadist attack that Tunisia has suffered this year, since 2 men killed 22 foreign tourists on March the 18th in the largest Bado Museum. Meanwhile, Tunis residents remain defiant as they refuse to let the fear of terror cripple their daily routine. Security guard Sahif Adin was nearby when the bombing happened.
We thought it was thunder. It was one shot, then people started running. Police cars arrived and we heard that a bus had exploded.
Tunis residents are shocked, but one says life must go on. They declared war on nothing. Why? Why? They think that they are Muslims and that we are not? Who said that? May Islam be better than their Islam. First of all, these people hate themselves. If they felt that they belonged to Tunisia, they wouldn't be killing its children. They are brothers. The victims have children, a family, a mother. Why? Despite that attack, residents of the capital say fear will only exacerbate the problem. This is life. We should resist and keep going on with our lives. If we stay in our homes and say that we are scared and we won't go out, how can we fight terrorism? If we do that, terrorism will go further in our country. The blast on a main boulevard in Tunis underscored Tunisia's vulnerability to Islamist militancy following the gun assaults on a Sousse hotel in June and the Bado Museum in Tunis in March, both claimed by the Islamic State.
A Nigerian doctor who was arrested 2 weeks ago on charges of corruption in South Africa has been granted bail at the Polokwane Magistrate Court. The magistrate Day of Mashapu punched holes in the case against him, insisting that in the interest of justice, it would be wrong to keep the said doctor while his documents were being withheld. Dr. Anthony Nwafo is a specialist family physician, also accused of staying without legal documents in South Africa, charges he has vehemently denied. Our South Africa correspondent Betty Dibia reports.
Judge Day of Mashapu in granting Dr. Nwafo bail to the tune of 5,000 rand, that's about 70,000 naira, picked holes with the claims of the state as well as the strength of the case brought against him, since it is just the Schedule 1 category. He questioned why the alleged bribe giver, Farid Mao, Dr. Wafa's immigration agent, was granted bail while the accused, who was not actually caught bribing a Home Affairs officer, is being detained, with the state asking that he be denied bail. Judge Mashapa also asked why Dr. Wafa is said to be residing in South Africa illegally when all his legal documents have been seized for months. He maintained that the doctor posed no flight risk as far as he is concerned. He also threw out allegations that Dr. Wafa is a violent man, as there is no record to prove that. Regarding his ex-colleague, Dr. Nkadimeng, who has been attending proceedings in court, the judge questioned why the interest in the case. Dr. Wafa had claimed that Dr. Nkadimeng was at the forefront of a group staging a vendetta against him after he won a trade dispute in 2008. Speaking off camera to us, Dr. Nkadimeng denies this. Dr. Wafa has been released and returns to his practice in Pretoria. Betsy Dibia, Channels Television News.
Let's take a short break on Network Africa. When we come back, well, these pictures are seen on BBC are believed to be of some of the Nigerians deported from the UK earlier today. Some reportedly say they are not happy to be back. In a moment.